Everybody, happy Friday and welcome to episode 26 of The Next Level. This is your weekly awesome look at all the coolest things that happen on Roblox, and you get to hang out with us and party, and it's super rad. I'm your host, Jack in the Blocks, and I'm joined this week by Mailstronomer,
Hello.
a Roblox developer / intern here at Roblox. He's made Super Blocky Ball, other things before that.
Pilgrim Islands.
Yes, Pilgrim Islands, that's what I'm thinking of. As well as some other things. You did a lot of the work on like the Voltron game that was in there, the Zootopia game.
Yes.
So if you've played some of the sponsored games of the last year, you've played Mailstronomer's work. And he's gonna be in here along with a few other people, and we're gonna be doing something very special on this episode. We are going to make a game, kind of. That's right. Our sponsor for this episode is Post Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles. You may have seen the tutorials that have come out on the site over the last few weeks. If you haven't, you can head over to the YouTube page. Let's throw that up on the screen so you can find it for you guys. We've been doing these cool tutorial videos that Post has kindly sponsored for us, aimed at kind of first-time Roblox users. So if you're new to Roblox, and you've never opened up Studio, you haven't made a game yet, and stuff, these are designed to help you learn how to do that, as well as other things on Roblox, like make shirts and stuff. So if you head over there, create and play tutorials, there's 4 of them up there already, you can check them out. We're going to be using some of the things we've learned in these tutorials to make a cool game. So we've got Mailstronomer, Garnold, Kinnis97, who else we got on the list?
Stickmaster Luke.
Stickmaster Luke. So people, these are like the cream of the crop. This is like an all-star dream team, like basketball in the 90s. And they are going to be making a game with input from you guys. We're gonna be asking you questions in the Twitch chat and on Twitter using hashtag #TheNextLevel. And we want you guys to help us make the game. So it'll be kind of fun. In between things, we'll play some Roblox games too while they're kind of doing stuff, and we'll keep checking in. And at the end of the episode, we're gonna play it, and we're gonna see who's the best at it. And if you're the best at it, you'll get shout-outs on the show. I don't have any prizes for you because it's a loose structure, but we'll do that. As always, we're gonna give away a subscriber prize at the end, so all you subscribers, stay in there. Real Derpy Games just resubscribed and said something that I wanna read. I was waiting for Jack to say my name. I just did. He's the best, and also dye Jack's hair poop green. I don't know what poop green is. Like, I feel like that's not, like brown is definitely a color I know and associate with that. But, so that's definitely not happening, but thank you for subscribing for 8 months or whatever, in our thing, 3 months. Why don't we jump into this? So I've got Roblox Studio up here. They're letting me hang out with them like I'm one of them. So we're gonna be coming in here. A few of the tutorials that are on the thing involve things like checkpoints, which is a very simple thing you can do with no scripting, and also using smooth terrain. So we're gonna incorporate both smooth terrain and checkpoints in there, and I think we're gonna make a speedrun style game. So if you guys like Speedrun 4 or Super Checkpoint or obbies in general, this should be awesome for you guys. We're gonna see how many like courses or tracks or whatever they can do in about like an hour, hour and a half, and then we'll play it. In the meantime, we'll be chatting with you guys and playing Roblox games. How do you think we should get started on this, Maelstrom?
Let's see. We can...
Do we want to let them... Sorry, I'm interrupting you. I asked you a question, and I'm not even going to let you finish.
Go on.
Okay, I was going to say, do we want to let them decide, like, the terrain that we start with?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, guys, so in the Twitch chat and in...
And what kind of game we're
Twitter, and what kind of... Well, we're going to speedrun game. Let's structure that one. So we've got speedrun. Using hashtag the next level, you've got all these different biomes over here in terrain. If you've never played with Roblox Studio before, you come over here, and there's this cool generator. And in the generator, you can see the different biomes they have. And you can do these all individually. You don't have to use a generator. But I want you guys to think up a kind of area that you want. Like, do you want it to be desert themed? Do you want it Arctic? Do you want it jungle? Do you want it watery? Let us know, and we'll start that way by generating some terrain to have them build their speed run place on. So let's see here. I'm gonna go check out hashtag the next level. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag all the time because we are at war with P. Diddy's tequila brand, De Leon Tequila. They think it's their hashtag, but they are incorrect. It's our hashtag. Yeah, hashtag the next level. Boop, 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 boop. Let this load. Glass. Glass is not a biome, but I like your suggestion. Noah Bree says start with snow. I think we can start with snow.
Snow map?
Snow map? Okay. Do you want me to generate this, or should you just want to build it yourself?
Let's generate something we can at least see for the background. Let's have some Arctic in there.
Arctic in there and some...
maybe some water.
Water, yeah, get a little water in there. Let's see here. Medium?
That sounds good.
You want some caves?
No.
No caves. No caves. And biome size is medium as well. That seems pretty good. All right, let's get this going. Chug, 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 chug. Okay, let's zoom out so we can watch it. Oh, that's cool. So you're just like hanging out in there and it's building on yours. This is a really cool feature. If you guys haven't seen, we have a lot of water. All right.
That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, that'll be a thing for you guys to traverse. If you guys haven't tried Team Create yet, it's one of our newer features on Roblox, and it basically allows multiple people to jump into Roblox Studio and create together. So whether you're a top dev like the guys we've got here, or you're a first-time user, this is one of the best ways to make games on Roblox, or showcases, or social clubs, or whatever you want to do. Hi, Maelstrom's head. It's really cool to jump in with friends and all build together. If you've been a long-time Roblox player and you remember back in like the 2008 to 10 time when building games were like the bread and butter of Roblox, it feels kind of like that again, only on kind of like a much bigger, more technical scale. There we go. Here's our Arctic thing. We're very like polar ice caps region. Lots of water, floating chunks of glacier. It's looking pretty good. I think this is a good start. There we go.
All right, let's divvy up some work.
Sploosh.
Let's have Garnold work on maybe some quick platforms. I'll work on some coding.
All right.
Real quick.
Do the coding. What can I do, Devin? What can I do, really?
You can work on maybe some. Let's see. I'm gonna pop some quick platforms, and you can play around with and mess with.
All right, I'm gonna mess with their things. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do.
I popped in some slides, I guess.
Whoa.
If you want to play around, you can also rescale them.
This is already more complicated.
These are the new mesh parts you can add. Someone made these.
Excellent.
Scale them. They
New
work
mesh
with
parts.
physics and stuff. Might be kind of cool to have like a section that's kind of slidey. I don't know.
That would be cool. We're already getting way more complicated than I'm gonna be able to help you with.
Yeah.
But
just play around with it.
I'm gonna play around with these things because we haven't really shown a lot of meshes on the show yet. So the fun thing about meshes is unlike CSG, or not unlike, because you can do it with CSG, they're like easier to mess with than CSG once you get them in here. But like any other part, I can just mess with them. We should undo that because it's giant now. But like everything, you can rotate and transform them and do all this stuff. So like however you want to do things. So if you get cool, like you can import characters and stuff and make them all deformed and weird and stuff. It's really neat. We're seeing a lot of cool stuff happening with meshes. I'm gonna go back a little bit with that guy.
You also Alt-Tab to play some games if you want to.
We could, yeah. So I think that's what we're gonna do. These guys are gonna do all the hard work, and you and I are gonna hang out together and play some Roblox games. And we're gonna keep checking in with them and seeing how it's going, and then towards the end, we'll play the game. I've got Max over here behind the camera. Say hi, Max. There he is.
Hello.
Look at that. We've got a mic and a camera on him now, so now you can hear him, and it doesn't sound like I'm talking to myself.
I thought that was hilarious.
Max, what game should we play first?
That's a great question. Maybe we should do Speedrun 4.
Aha.
All right. I think we should, we'll start and end with a speed run.
Nice and easy.
If you have any opinions on like, oh, this map could be better, we'll just try to make it better.
Definitely. Yeah, all throughout the show, any suggestions you have for any aspect of the game, biomes you want, like obstacles you want, anything you want, use hashtag the next level and shout them out to us, and I will be reading this and I will shout them out and tell Devin to put them in the game. And he might. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Ooh, so people are saying like snow biome, but make it look Christmassy. Some people are, Jared said put lava in there, make it Arctic lava.
Okay, yeah, like
That's doable. We could add some of that in there. I think we can get some lava in there.
Yep.
Arctic lava is actually the smooth terrain generation I do in the tutorial video.
Ah.
Yeah, you can watch that. Again, to plug that, you can watch those by going to youtube.com/Roblox, which is this page right here. It's so easy. There's one. You hit playlists, and they're right there. Create and play tutorials. You can like look at my face while he talks to you. Where's my face? There's my face. If you like seeing my face, here's a fun fact about these videos. They've got filmed over like a long time, so I get a haircut in the middle of them, and I change glasses. So it's fun. It's fun to see. Like, what was the first one? Making his shirt's the first one. So we come in here. You're like, oh, here's like Shaggy Hair Jack, which I'm back to, and then we were like, oh, like make Smooth Terrain Showcase, and I went and got a haircut, and so now I look totes different. And then it was like, oh, make your first game, and I like didn't shave or something. I look really bad in that one. There we go, looking all scruffy. And then finally, we've got the checkpoint system, which we're also going to use for this one. And over in there, oh, whoa, I forgot that you did this, Max. I'm all superimposed. So now I'm scruffy and shaggy haired, and I have new glasses. It's like I evolved to my final form. All right, so there you guys go. Definitely check out those tutorials. Let's jump into some Speedrun 4, and after we'll check back in and see how it's going with these guys.
Why do most of us wear glasses? Someone asked in the chat.
Because how else are anyone going to know we're nerds?
Yep.
We've been staring at computer screens our entire lives.
That's the actual reason is that.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Man, those studies there's like new studies that came out about like how bad computer screens are for your eyes. Pro tip, everybody, if at all possible, make sure your screens are dark. Like use black backgrounds instead of like looking at a blaring white screen all day. That's really what the issue is. So that's good because I only play scary games on Roblox, and so like I'm not gonna hurt my eyes. I'll be fine. All you people who play like Five Nights at Freddy's all day, you're fine. Your eyes will last forever.
I'm gonna watch you.
You can watch me?
Oh yeah, so
Ooh,
I see.
watch me, watch
I
me.
see you do
Ooh.
climb a little bit on the ledge. So I can
You do, yeah.
disable climbing real quick. On ours.
At the end of this episode, we're gonna make a game to take down the king that is Speedrun
Well,
4.
let's not
Guaranteed. In 1 hour, Males Genre will make the greatest speedrun game of all time. Oh, that was bad. See that? You're right. That was the climbing on the slope thing. I totally missed an easy jump, and it wasn't because I'm bad. It's because it was someone else's fault.
I assume it's fixed in versus newer versions of this. This is an old version.
Am I playing an old version of this?
Well,
oh,
it's Speedrun
bounce.
4, which is kind of, it's kind of old.
It is. It's been around for a while, for sure. It's
like
a couple years old.
7 or something?
Man, okay. Let's go play a new speedrun game.
All right. I think the new ones are a lot harder, so good luck.
Are they all under verse?
I think so.
Let's check it. Let's see what he's got.
Give him
Speedrun Reloaded.
That looks good.
That does look good. Let's play this. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the next level. We are playing Speedrun Reloaded while Milstronomer, Garnold, Kinnis, and Stickmaster Luke, and Exitsu, we got more people, are making a speedrun game live. So we're going to keep checking in with them. This is crowdsourced, so you guys can make suggestions for what you want to see, and we'll ask you questions, and so we'll all together make an awesome speedrun game. This is really cool. So, you know, like just adding some, words, right? Environmental effects really can change the look of a game, because this is like structurally, oh, buddy.
The guy stopped.
Buddy.
How did he do that?
That was just, structurally is the same as Speedrun 4, but like feels different because it's in there. Wow, there's a lot of people in there now. I'm not sure I was supposed to get up on top of this tree, but I did because the people stack was so high.
Just Roblox things.
Hashtag just Roblox things.
This is interesting.
Oh my gosh, cheat mode. You guys.
Hey!
What is
Yes.
going on here?
I'm the king of speedrun.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all got nothing on me. We all got to the top. Yes. Hashtag break Roblox. Well, no. Whew. Yikes. Okay, got it. Woo. Wow, what happened to this water? This does not look good at all.
Team Create now works, and they're going to make a blog post about it later.
Oh, is that functioning now?
It does function, yep.
That is cool.
You
We
can
should
join and test with other friends.
We should test that. Yeah, that's the I thought I triggered it. Yeah.
Should we be walking
For a second.
Break it.